Welcome to Thought of the Week. I'm going to be talking about anime versus cartoons. I want to talk about what makes an anime and what makes a cartoon, which has been a lengthy discussion amongst the animation community for a long time. If you ask anyone, hey, is Avatar The Last Airbender an anime? They'll either say, yeah, it is, or they'll say, no, it's not, or you might even get a maybe thrown in there. But ultimately, I think with us as a society, as a culture, are getting more connected, are starting to influence or inspire other creators. I think we're starting to see these lines that we used to draw getting more and more blurred. Because before, we used to say that if it's from Japan, it's anime. If it's from the West, it is a cartoon. But more and more, we're starting to see that not being necessarily the case anymore. So, what does make an anime an anime? Well, the way that I look at it is, I think what makes an anime is more of a of the creator. I think it's more of the vision of what the creator wants to do. I think with anime, there's some kind of nuance, story, or charm to it that you might not expect in a TV show or in a cartoon. With a cartoon, I think it's more of stuff that you expect from it. Uh, for example, Steven Universe. When you watch that show, you go in, you know what to expect. Steven is a morally right character. He doesn't want to kill anyone. He wants everyone to be happy and live in peace. He doesn't want, anything bad to happen to anyone. Then, if you look into anime, there are characters that have such dark pasts and ambiguity with their morality that you're not going to have a character that's clear cut and a character that you might not even be willing to root for. In a lot of ways, it's comparable to how live action shows are with FX, AMC, like Breaking Bad, The Americans, all this kind of stuff. They're pulling more. Those shows play more with expectations, and I think that's kind of what anime is trying to be like. I think cartoons have a very fixed range of people that they want them to watch their shows. I think it on average ranges from childhood to young adults, and I think anime is mostly young adults to um, just adults or middle aged people at the most extreme older range, I guess. But I think with other cartoons, like some people might say, but Theo, what about The Simpsons and Family Guy? Those aren't for kids. But I think those shows are basic enough that, when you go into The Simpsons or Family Guy, you kind of know what to expect from the shows. Those shows don't really do something that's out of the ordinary or charming or fresh. They're just kind of, you go in there, you expect something funny, something stupid for the main character to do, and that's kind of what happens. It's kind of like a sitcom. It's very basic and simple. Anime, I think, kind of has this kind of not whimsical, but uh, charming uh, ideas that are not traditional or expected. If you watch Kill la Kill, you're not going to be expecting the show at first glance to get into these sexualized designs. You're not going to expect the main character to wear like a bikini basically and start kicking people's asses and being like super powered with this bikini. You would think that looks goofy and stupid, but Kill la Kill makes it a point to make the sexualization a plot point. It's to the point where you kind of feel like Kill la Kill is making a commentary uh, on fan service anime, but it's making it to the point where the sexualization is a plot point in the story. Sure, the story is basic as far as revenge plots go, but I think it's using this kind of this structure to really throw in these goofy, over the top, charming gimmicks to make the show a little bit more interesting and catchy. While with cartoons, they don't really experiment like that. They don't make a show that is something that is against your expectations. It's more of like, well, you watch a show, do you like it? You like the jokes, do you like how goofy it is, and you go from there. That's why you get shows like Steven Universe that some people, like or dislike, but that show to a degree has a lot of people who like to watch it because the stories are overarching and maybe the art style might be interesting to some people, but I think a lot of it is just that the stories are so simple that it's easy to watch and kind of digest. While anime, it's a little bit more intensive in a lot of ways. Like some of them make you feel more than other shows that a cartoon might try. A cartoon might try and make you feel something, but I think an anime is a little more successful in it because it's able to have a little bit more freedom to go into darker places or more mature places, because usually animes are trying to target the adult swim block on TV, while cartoons are a little more, you know, directed when kids come home from school, that kind of demographic. And I think that's really where we're at with anime and cartoons. I think it's all comes down to what kind of story you're telling, what is the point, and what is the style or charm that you're trying to put into it. And I think that's really the goal of what anime is these days. I don't think it's about where the show is coming from anymore or how a show looks. Originally, this video was going to be about Crunchyroll's High Guardian Spice show, and if you just look at that, there's really not much to know. I kind of need to know more about that show before I can determine, yeah, it's anime, or no, it's more of a cartoon. I needed to know more about it, because with High Guardian Spice, all we know is that it's about four girls go to a magical school, and the art style is not exact but similar to Steven Universe, and that's not enough to me to make that decision to say, yeah, this is a cartoon, not an anime, when we have an anime called Little Witch Academia that's about four girls that go to a magical school and shit happens. You know, it's I need to see the show a little bit more. I want to see how the episodes are structured. If the show feels like Steven Universe, then I would probably be more inclined to say this is more of a cartoon, because aside from the visuals and the basic synopsis of the story, we don't know if there's going to be anything else going on with the show that's going to make it more mature. Are there going to be adult or mature themes? Are there going to be adult jokes in there? Are they going to be adult subject matter? Something that's going to play with our expectations? We don't necessarily know. Not yet, at least. Because with Little Witch Academia, sure, it's a basic plot, but what's unexpected is that the main character gets no recognition for what she does. It's not that, like, Akko is the chosen one, or she has untapped potential. It's just that she's a character that struggles with magic, and she's a failure, pretty much. And the show doesn't really give her any recognition. In one episode, she solved some problem, and Diana got the recognition and not Akko, and that never got corrected. They never said, oh, it was really Akko that did it. It was just, you, the viewer, know that Akko did that thing to fix this issue, but the character still think it was Diana, and that's kind of where that show was. It never really fixed that, never really corrected that, which was interesting and unexpected. So if High Garden Spice does something to play with expectations and has a little more of a mature angle to it, then I might be able to consider it an anime. But I don't know more than just what we're told, so I can't really make that determination until the show gets released and I see how it's structured, how it's made, because I don't know anything other than what's public. So those are my thoughts as far as anime and cartoons go. But I'm curious, what are your thoughts? I know this is a very lengthy discussion, and I'm very interested to see what you guys have to say about anime and cartoons. So thank you for watching, and hope to see you in the next video.
I wanna feel the dark with you. so